Oh crap, is it time? Oh, my bad. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Big Daddy Blaze Show. What a nice weekend I had. Hope you guys did too. Also noticing how many people are watching my videos and how many people are subscribing. Thank you very much, people. Let's keep it up. Let's start today with this little story. An armadillo versus a bullet. Who's gonna win? Not who you think. Man in East Texas took a shot at armadillo with a .38 revolver, which is a little revolver, not a big one. Um, but when you look at the size of the gun, you would think it would take out an armadillo. Not for this man. Poor dude took 3 shots at the armadillo, and one of those bullets ricocheted off the armadillo back to the guy, hit his jaw, bringing him down, and that was it. But he survived. Poor guy was airlifted out of that area to the local hospital where they did, a little bit of surgery, and he was fine. They couldn't find the armadillo. We presume that the armadillo is fine, but unable to verify his status. In my opinion, the armadillo won. This past Saturday, another thing happened globally. Chinese law enforcement confiscated 5,357 bottles of suspected product. These products are labeled as health preserving qualities in them. The funny thing about these alcoholic beverages is the reason they were confiscated is because they had the ingredients that Viagra does in them. So imagine that alcohol with Viagra. Seems like a real crazy night. Maybe I should give me a bottle of one of those. In some sadder information that I found out over the weekend, this month, Baltimore. 45 homicides in July alone. Come on, Baltimore. 45? I mean, shoot, I know the hood is hard, but come on. Can't be that hard that we're killing 45 of our own people every day? Shoot, what is going on? First riots, now this? Oh well, man. It hasn't been this bad in Baltimore, they say, in about 43 years. Well, that's not something to be proud of, people. We need to do something about that. We can't let our youth kill each other. We cannot be the ones killing youth. We can't let our officers kill our youth. Let's do something about it. Too many people are dying in the city of Baltimore. Something needs to be done. Alright. Let's move on. On the lighter side of things, I have a good joke of the day, people. How do you make holy water? The answer is simple. You boil the hell out of it. And that's how you make holy water. Now, moving on. Little information I decided to look for you guys because this is something that might be a concern to a lot of people and is becoming a concern to some people already. In flying drones. You know, those little helicopter thingies or airplane thingies that fly in there and are remote controlled by people on the ground going this, that, and the other? Yeah, those suckers. They're out there, they can see you, they have cameras, they can see in the dark, they can fly really high, they can follow you, and they're able to be controlled by any civilian who has the money to afford one. Average price about $3,000, but I'm sure you can still get better deals than that. I wouldn't recommend it though, especially dealing with that kind of technology. I would not spend no cheap price. I would get a brand new $3,000. It does what I say one, not something for Craigslist. But that's just me. To each his own. Anyway, the question arises, what can you do about a drone? Let's say that you have a beautiful wife, or let's say you are the beautiful wife, and you notice that a drone is always up around your property. Well, since it's your property, is it your airspace? Oh, here's the interesting thing about it. No, it isn't. The land is yours, and the person cannot trespass onto your property. But a drone is not considered a drone or a toy or a camera. It's considered a plane. Yeah, just like a helicopter, just like a military plane, just like the ones in the airports. Those things are not considered toys; they're considered planes, and it is federally illegal to shoot down a plane. So how can I better say this? Don't shoot at a drone. Whatever you do, do not shoot at a drone because you're shooting at a federally protected airplane. you can get in serious trouble, my friend. So now here's another. So what's the other question? What can you be done? What can you do? If you have a drone following you, harassing you, bothering you, you're limited. That's the truth. You are limited. First thing you need to do is honestly find the person, meaning you have to track that drone to its owner, which means you can be spending us a few minutes or hours out there waiting for that thing to come down and go back home. And then you got to confront the owner in a professional way, in a non-threatening way, without beating his. You have to tell the owner of that drone not to do that again. Then, if it happens one more time, you can bring suit to that owner. That is the legal steps you can take. Now, I say again, if you shoot down or bring down those drones, you are bringing down a federally protected uh, plane. You will get in a lot of trouble. So I say again, don't shoot those things down. Call the authorities. Let the government handle. Let the police handle it. Bother them. We're getting arrested. Okay, you guys are the police. You protect this earth. If that thing is bothering me, go handle it. That's the best thing you can do. But there are steps you can take yourself. I don't recommend it, but have fun with it. Now, we're almost to the end of today's show, people. Here's a interesting little thing we can talk about. To skip breakfast or to not skip breakfast. Actually, the question that came up, or the article that came up, was to skip breakfast and or eat a donut. Now, the reason they chose donuts is because everybody knows donuts are not the healthiest choices when it comes to breakfast or anything for that matter. It's bread, glazed, and fried. Sugar and fried, not tipping the healthy scale, definitely. But it is a good question. What is worse, not eating, skipping breakfast, or eating something unhealthy, like a donut? Well, surprisingly, you do more harm to your body by skipping altogether food. If you eat the donut, you're putting a lot of sugar and a lot of carb, and it's not good for you, but it's better than skipping the whole breakfast meal altogether, people. Alright? So, next time you're on the run, no matter how fast you have to get ready for school, work, no matter how in a hurry you are, no matter what's going on, get something to eat. The reason that donut is healthier than not eating is because it starts your metabolic system, meaning it's like a car, you ramp that engine in the morning, well, give it a little gas so it can, run properly for the rest of the day. It's not healthy, it's not good, but it is needed. Now, here's an option you can take: an apple, an orange, a banana. Fruit is actually extremely healthy in the morning, especially in the morning, and it's good for you. It tastes good and easy digest. It's not heavy. It's great. All right, always get something before you go out. The last thing you need to be doing though is hurting your body by making it go without giving it food. I mean, if we were back in the old days, would you really every day wake up your horse and tell him, "Hi, Betsy, let's go ride 3 miles," without giving it anything to eat or drink in the morning? No, because that horse would probably die on you really soon, or just not be at its full capacity. Same thing with your body. Give it something in the morning. Okay, that's almost about it for today, folks. Another thing that came up: Google Glasses. Yes, they're still out there. What happened to them? Well, in January of this year, they paused the project because of two main things: the negative feedback they were getting for fashion, because most people are like, those are ugly, geeky glasses. Who's going to want to wear them? And the other problem was privacy and things like that. And somebody's always watching me, and the government knows where I am. But the funny thing is, you guys are perfectly fine with smartphones all over the place in the hands of millions. So whatever. Anywho, the smartphone is not gone. There's to put the pause on the project, but it's still going. You can still buy off iPhone. I mean, Google Glasses. Why I say iPhone? You can still buy Google Glasses directly from Microsoft if you want. They're still in the pretty pricey side, but of course, as the future technology comes, so as the prices come down. So, what they're doing now is they're trying to push Google Glasses onto the workforce. Google Glasses were introduced by the company to Taco Bell, and it helped the the employees work on their food production. They actually told them all the ingredients needed and the new menus or the new, tacos, wraps, and whatnot. So instead of, looking away, looking down, or looking up, or being told or whatnot, they could just use their glasses. Pretty interesting. They're also talking about how, some things are being taken care of by themselves. For instance, fashion. A construction worker might need to know specs or numbers or some information in his eyes. He's not going to care about what he looks like in front of people because he's a construction worker, not a fashion statement. Think about that. So that's pretty much everything, people, for this episode. Thanks for all the likes. I'm appreciating and loving all of them, and just my subscribers. You guys are my best fans and my biggest supporters, so thank you even more. I would love to see more comments for you guys so we can keep these discussions going. And if anything, check out my other videos. I'm making other kinds of videos, not just the Big Daddy Blaze show, but I'm making videos for helping people out. And in the future, I have some funny skit. Next thing I'm gonna work on is a video on reviewing movies. I think I just saw a great movie and I have great things to say about it. And I will, hopefully you guys take a look at that video and tell me what you think about it. If you agree, disagree, or have something to comment into the video, by all means, I would love to hear. So that's pretty much the wrapping of the day, folks. I'm leaving you with these words. Remember, eyes may provide sight, but it's the heart which gives you insight. With that says, my friends, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.
We are love, ready to go on 24/7. We will never